I hope you ladies and gentlemen appreciate the effort I put into making these videos, because it is very hard to kick my cats out of this room. Anyway, how about some Shadowrun? Let's continue from where we left off. Because it wouldn't make sense to continue from anywhere else. For example, farther into the story. I can try to read this real fast. Return to the Union. Despite Coyote's clear desire to stand on her own 2 feet, Paco needs to help her through the door into the Seamstresses Union. I already read this in the last episode, so it's probably not necessary for me to do this. But long story short, we rescued one of the bartenders. Her name is Coyote. And she got fudged up. Like, her face is all torn up. And she needs her arm replaced by some cyberware. So, I'm gonna talk to Dr. Sarah Castle. It's probably just Sarah. Make it quick, I need to operate. Thanks for helping me. Looked like you could use a hand. Tell me about the night. No, I don't want to bother her with, like, important questions right now, because she might have already been drugged up, or she might already be on some anesthetic, or she might have just gotten her ass kicked by someone who is literally torturing her. So, I'm gonna say, looked like you could use a hand. Ouch, bad. Oh yeah, because she's missing she's missing her arm. Ouch, bad joke right now. Sorry. Well, pleasure doing business. Handshake. Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to ask you to sit in the waiting area. Watch some Trivid or something. I hope that's a game show. Some Trivid? This young lady and I have work to do. Miss Kubota never said what kind of cyber arm she'd pay for. Take it easy, Coyote. Well, I'm interested to know what type of cyber arm. I want something badass. Got one with a laser inside? You'll take what I give you, lady. Now let's have a look at your face. Leave it. Excuse me? Coyote? I earned this face by being stupid. I'm gonna keep it. End story. Whatever you say, kid. With one swift move, she sinks a syringe into Coyote's thigh. Nighty-night. Get plonked. Well, I'm just kind of sitting here. Oh, I guess the surgery already happened. I can talk to Coyote now. Coyote looks both better and worse than you last saw her. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, because she's got like a metal arm or something. All the gaping holes are plugged, and she's sporting a shiny new cyber arm, but now that the adrenaline has worn off, it's clear she needs some rest. Oh, she's sleepy. That's why she looks terrible. Well, you shouldn't say that to someone. I guess I'm not saying that. This is all in my head, or this is all narration. Good morning. Thanks to the miracle of modern science combined with Doc Castle's magical healing powers, I'm almost as good as new. Better, really. Nice arm. Yeah, I'll go with that. Nice arm. Thanks. Miss Kubota will have me working it off for the rest of my life. She notices your expression. You look like you got something on your mind. I have some questions. She flashes you a puzzled look. What kind of questions? About Sam Watts. Sam Watts? What about him? Sam's dead. Holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. Oh, holy dreck, Sam. I can't say I'm surprised. That's more the tone that she was probably trying to deliver there. He was on a downward spiral for a long time. What can I tell you? Tell me about Sam. I hear you liked him. I did. He made me laugh. No one else seemed to like Sam's jokes, but I did. No accounting for taste. Sam made some bad jokes. Did you guys jam? Is that an innuendo? Whoa! Whoops! Easy, lover. No, no, it wasn't like that. We were friends. I guess I knew him the best of everyone here. Sorry he's gone. You served Sam the night he died. What do you remember about that night? It was a pretty average night, regular crowd. As I remember, Sam was drinking with a guy named Armitage. Yeah, Jake. I know Jake. Yeah, you know him? Nope, just guessed his first name. Met him. He's a charmer, too. She bites her lower lip. I like gingers. Anyway, Jake and Sam were having a few. Well, Jake was having a few. Sam was tossing them back, but good. Eventually, he got loud, so he was having more than a few. The way he sometimes did when he mixed drinking and who knows what. And Mrs. Kubota wanted him ejected. Mr. Clue wasn't around. Maybe it's Clue A, but I'm going to go with Clue because I have no idea how it's pronounced. I was in trouble like one word into that. Mr. Clue wasn't around. Can't remember why, so she asked Jake to do the honors. Jake dragged him out the back, into the alley. That's the last time I saw Sam. Oh, so Jake murdered him. You say he got loud. Do you remember what he was saying? She thinks. Standard Sam Drek. How he grew up rich and didn't deserve this. How he hated his mother. How he loved his mother. It was pretty pathetic stuff. Did Sam have any enemies? She thinks. Enemies? That's hard to say. I don't know why I just did that. Sam partied hard, and when he did, he ran his mouth off pretty good. Got his ass kicked on more than one occasion, but no, I don't think he had any enemies, at least none that I'm aware of. Where did Sam live? On the streets, mostly. He'd occasionally convince someone to let him flop on their couch. I hope that's not an innuendo. But he'd always overstay his welcome and get kicked out after a few days. Sometimes I'd sneak him down here so he could crash in one of the bunks. He used one the night before I saw him last. How bad was his drinking? No, that's the thing. He was really good at drinking. If it was just the drinking, it would have been bad, but Sam wasn't the monogamous type. He dabbled in everything. Booze, chips, drugs. He loved the nitro, whatever he could get his hands on. It wasn't always like that, but once he got sick, he started using more and more stuff to try to forget about it. Oh, Sam was sick? Dying, didn't you know? Yeah, everyone could tell. You could just look at him and see he was a walking corpse. It had to be the drinking. Then he disappeared for a while, and one day he came back all better. Looked good, even. Okay, you know what that's about. Did he say how he got better? He said his mom helped him out. Never said how, though. Thanks, Coyote. Now I need you to do something for me. Okay, you know what that was about. You know that it was heavily implying something that I don't need to tell you. And that goes back to what the Ripper might have taken as a trophy from Sam. Now I need you two to do something for me. What do you need, babe? What do you need, babe? I need you to talk to Mr. Delilah for me about the Royale run. He's usually upstairs. I don't know why she's using that voice. She's mimicking his voice in this scene, is what I imagine. Tell him I didn't get the gems. Maybe I can take another run at it when I recover. I will. Wait, but don't I have the gems? Find the medbanus. New objective. Investigate Sam's bunk. Deliver the stones to Mr. Delilah. Okay. So she doesn't know I have the stones, so to speak. Oops, let me, no bunks available. Bunk off. What's in here? Oh. You know, I just realized that the spell Heal Wound isn't gonna be that great for me if I already have the Bear Shaman Totem, which heals. So I don't know how those two synergize, or if they are counterproductive together. But anyway, I don't need... Okay, so this is just my stash. I can just get out of here. There's nothing in it for me. The bunk is a mess and reeks of booze. Searching through the sheets, blankets, and pillow, you find an old photograph that has seen a lot of wear. I gotta check the back first, because that makes sense. Oh, written in a woman's hand are the words, Sam and Jessica, Lake Sammamish, Steak Part, Summer 2040. So one, how do you know, written in a woman's hand, I'm assuming it means you think this is a woman's handwriting. I don't know, maybe there are ways to tell. Maybe there are actual ways to tell. I wouldn't know, because I actually have very curly and loopy handwriting, and some people will tell me, oh, your handwriting actually looks very feminine. That looks like a girl's handwriting. Which is badass. The picture is of a blonde boy and girl. I hate when people spell blonde without an E. It's B-L-E-O-N-D, you idiots. Both about age 14, sitting on a dock of the bay. They appear to be twins. The boy has his arm tight around the girl's shoulders and is mugging for the camera. What the fuck? Like he's pointing a gun at the photographer, like, you better take this picture. The girl is planting a kiss on his cheek while making rabbit ears behind his head with her fingies. Steal it! Alright. Where can I go? So, there's more shit over here. Hey! Hey! I made a friend. What do you mean, no credit? What is this? What is his name? TB? Theodore Buster Gruberman. I like him already. As a well-groomed orc, dressed... Oh, excuse me, my contact lens did something stupid. Dressed with a precision that suggests the straight lines of a military officer's uniform, his hair is cropped short, high, and tight, as they say. And the neatness this presents is only compromised by the uneven tusks protruding from his mouth. But where else would they protrude from? What do you mean? The only other defect in this picture of perfection is the man's cybernetic right arm, which is obvious enough to be noticeable, but not so obvious as to ruin the line of his suit. How is that an imperfection? Maybe the rest of him is the imperfect part. When he speaks, the orc's voice is soft and thoughtful, and he talks almost exclusively in numbers, calibers, ranges, rounds per second, arc of fire, razoring factor, I don't know what that means, tensile strength, and of course price. Bunker Buster Gruberman at your service. Friends call me Buster. I also answer to Sergeant, Sir, and even Theodore on occasion. Anytime you're on the market for firearms, ammunition, or ordnance, I'm your man. How can I help you? What do you sell? Things that go bang in all shapes and sizes, plus other odds and ends on occasion. Consider me your personal armory. All weapons are guaranteed to meet strict UCAS military spec or your money back. In addition, I can handle routine maintenance, repairs, and upgrades if you so desire. And if that wasn't enough, I also teach a safety and instructional course every weekend. This week we're covering bayonets. Mark my words, they're making a comeback. So what can I get you? Alright, let's see what you got. This might be what I have, as evidenced by the word owned right here. Well, you got owned. So this one is a little... But what is cap 24? Capacity, is that like the bullets? Doesn't make any sense. Because I don't think the one I have has 30 bullets. Maybe I'm wrong. Whoa, okay, mouse. Do the opposite of what I say. Alright, well, I could look at some items here, but it only does 1 more damage than the thing I have. And that's like half my money. Nothing right now, thanks. So let's go over here and see what else there is to buy. What this guy's got. Oh, Eric. Yeah, that guy was upstairs before. Change your clothes, change your life. Change your clothes, change your life, right? I mean, if you're getting out of a prison uniform, maybe. Let's show me what you have. So the thing I have has armor 2. I like charisma plus 1. I'm gonna keep it. I think that will come in handy at some point. Algernon. Flowers for Algernon is a story about a guy who has like autism or something, and then they give him, or he's just mentally disabled, and then some scientists give him some like miracle medicine that makes him a super genius, but then his intelligence starts to decline, and then he dies. But Algernon is his pet mouse. Spoiled the whole story for you. So yeah, clearly the significance here, it's obviously a literary allusion. Past the bar, the edges of a safe house become somewhat indistinct due to the magical haze surrounding a particular elf. This is a pretty particular elf. The man seems only half of this realm, his mind wandering the far horizons of astral space while his body peddles his otherworldly wares. Good evening, young elf, and welcome. Good evening, young elf, and welcome to this humble home that we call the Union. I am Algernon Half-Dream. Oh, because he's half dreaming. He's like half in this world. That's what I was so perceptive there. To ease your way through the sixth world, I offer you the best in magical foci, spells, and fetishes for the conjuring of spirits. I think the sixth world is the ice world, right? Let me see what you have. Okay, I got some spells to buy. Power Bolt. I don't know why I need that if I have a gun. Increases target's chance to hit. There's not a whole lot I can do here. I like buffs. I like buffs and debuffs, so $200 for armor. I think I'll buy that. Sure, why not? Alright, I have 3 spells in my slots right now. Oh shit! The screen went black so that I could put on that spell and not have anyone notice that I was naked for the moment. Let's see what this doctor lady has to say. I have this habit of walking behind people before I talk to them. In Shadowrunner circles, the term doctor is often used quite liberally to describe any sawbones with a needle and thread, but in this case, the Union's resident medical expert. In the case of the Union's resident medical expert, nothing could be further from the truth. I bet it could be theoretically further from the truth. The safe house boasts a fully equipped medical suite, complete with shamanic fetishes. It's not shamanistic? This is sixth world medicine of the highest caliber. Why do they keep saying that term? I don't know what that means. But yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that the word is shamanic instead of shamanistic. The doctor herself is an unassuming sort, perhaps the type to go unnoticed entirely, if not for the sprightly spirit perched on her shoulders like her own personal gargoyle. Yeah, that kind of draws the eye. The spirit's burning eyes follow you constantly, even as the doctor's own eyes are buried in her charts. However, she does not look up long enough to acknowledge your approach. I'm Dr. Castle. I understand you were instrumental in bringing Coyote back to us. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Doc, and I gotta say that was some work you did on her. Your talents may be going to waste down here. No, I don't want to say someone's profession is useless. So I'll say, hey, you gotta be the one that patched her up, right? Which is weird, because I knew that. Thank you. It's a shame she wouldn't let me repair her face, though. She notes you eyeballing the facilities. I can tell you're surprised to find a full-service med bay under a dive bar in a slum. Don't be. This is a Shadowrunner bar, after all. I guess I wasn't that surprised. For a purveyor of cyberware and trauma kits, there is no better place to set up a practice. I patch runners up, install and maintain their cyberware, and provide medical supplies for their runs. I may not be as mobile as Doc Wagon, but I'm the next best thing. How can I help you with anything? I see shamanic fetishes. Are you a shaman too? While modern medical technology makes surgery less disruptive than it used to be, it's still an ordeal for both the body and spirit, requiring extensive recuperation to properly heal. I am trained in the ways of the spirit world, as well as the scientific world. I do my best to heal the whole patient. What's that on your shoulder? What's that? I was gonna point at things and be like, what's that? This little guy supports the healing rituals I perform on my patients after surgery, dramatically reducing their recovery time. Not standard procedure, of course, but the results speak for themselves. Never mind. It's kind of a rude way to exit the conversation. By the way, you might have noticed that I put up like some sheets behind me. I just like put up a blanket over the windows to make it a little less bright in here. And it's completely ghetto, and I hope you enjoy it. You're back. I think the highlights of the Wolves game will be on soon. Want to take a load off and watch with me? Why can't I just say yes to that? I would love to see this cutscene. I found something in the bunk Sam was using. You know, I didn't expect her reaction to be, yeah, great. I expected it to be like, uh-oh. What did you find? A photo. Do you know Sam had a twin sister? Yeah, I did. He mentioned her once or twice. It didn't sound like they got along very well. He was rambling on about her the last time I saw him. By that point, he was completely gone. I really couldn't follow what he was saying, but he sounded miserable. Your comlink chips. Chips? Does it mean to say chirps there? Is that a typo? Or does it actually chip? It just got a little piece just fell off of it. And the screen shows the smiling face of Officer Aguirre. If he's smiling, it must be about money. Talk. Are all cops on the take as happy as you? Yeah, we have our own clubhouse and everything. As for our discussion, what an ass. I'm informing you of another Ripper murder. The victim worked at the NTSB investigation facility down the docks. You owe me for this. Put it on my tab. You there now? Better get here quick before McCluskey arrives. The image dissolves. Another Ripper murder. Where? The docks. I've got to go. Okay, listen, I want to help. You dragged me out of the Royale before something bad happened. Worse than getting my arm torn off, and Sam was my friend. You head to the docks. I'll see if I can track down Sam's sister, Jessica. She might be able to help us. I don't need your help. See you when I get back. Well, see ya. Ah, I just poked the elevator. I guess that's what you do if you're trying to hit the button. So... Oh, this is Mr. Delilah over here. I'm supposed to give him a whole big bag of rocks. He's in a band, you can tell. Mr. Delilah looks small and tough with an untraceable shoddy on his back and a heavy vest under his trench coat. He's got the air of someone who gets things done. Yeah, I could see it. He looks like he's done things. And occasionally does them himself. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. He might be an ex-runner. One of the rare ones smart enough to move over to management when he felt his reflexes slowing down. What do you want? Mr. Delilah, we have business to discuss. What business? I've got no business with you. We are with Coyote. She's indisposed at the moment. Coyote sent us. He gives you his full attention. Okay. Why didn't you say so? No, but that is what I did. Coyote is late and my client is getting anxious. Where is she? Downstairs trying on a new arm. Your one went south for her. Your run went south for her. Okay. No kidding? Well, whatever. She's tough. She'll pull through. So who are you two? Two? Oh, yeah. I'm Bento Box. He's Paco. I'm Bento Box. I'm Bento Box. He's Paco. Great. We're all introduced. Now give me my stones. Hold back the best stone. Oh, wait. I want the pebble with the runes on it, and give him the rest. In an instant, there's a jeweler's scope on his eye, moving quickly through what appears to be the most valuable stones. He stops when he can't find what he's looking for. He glares at you furious and throws the rest of the gems in yours. It's not here. What? He exhales and slowly wags his head as he speaks. Let me explain the way the world works to you. I hire someone to do a job, they do it. Then they get paid and we part happy. Now you have something that I paid Coyote to get for me. That makes it mine. So you give me the pebble and we won't make any more work for Johnny Clean. Maybe if you told me more about the pebble, that might jog my memory. I'm smart enough not to ask my clients why they want what they want. I just arrange it for them. Now hand it over. Alright, I guess that's my only choice. Coyote may not have told you, but the penalty for being late with the delivery was no payment? But I'm feeling magnanimous now. Magnanimous tonight. That's the word I gotta look up. So you guys can keep the gems I threw in your damn face. Mr. Delilah looks you up and down. I think I made a mistake. He takes me in and smiles to himself. Listen, you look like the sort of woman who might run a crew of your own one day. Might need a little talent. When that happens, you come to me, I'll set you up. He dismisses you with a wave. Looks like you impressed him. I no offense for those gems. Van Grass, follow me. Really? Because it seemed like I pissed him off there. Magnanimous. I pronounced it poorly. C- for the day. Oh, okay, that was the guy we were talking about before. Vangrass is the fence for the gems. Fiddling with his cyberware, if you know what I mean. You're back, still busy. What's your story? I can see you're a busy man. That's right, Ann. So I wouldn't bother you if I hadn't come into the possession of these rare stones. Rare stones, huh? Let's see the rare stones. Okay. You hear the Servos and Vangrass cyber eye whir as a magnifying lens slips into position. He bends his head over the stones for 2 seconds, maybe less. Where do you get this Drek? A gumball machine? I'll give you 1,000 for him. Etiquette, academic. I'm just gonna say it because I have a speech option. Oh, if I were strong enough, I could say, look into my eyes, Vangrass, but I don't have strength 6. If I had charisma 5, I said, I thought you said you were a busy man. I don't know what that would accomplish, but I'm gonna do this. Did the stones in your HUD appraise the value of the... Or did the cyberware in your HUD appraise the value of the stones? We both know that the International Gemological Institute will set the price far higher than your offer. It'll take time for you to get top Nuyen for it. Let's call it 2,000. Alright, that's fine with me. I got 2,000 bucks. Done. Give me your cred stick. Alright, so he just deposited $2,000 into my stick, so to speak. Cherry Bomb's not here? Well, there's another fancy lady. Here's Miss Kubota. How else may I be of service? You mentioned Coyote's crusade. What is it? Coyote grew up in the Royale, but managed to escape that life. However, her cousin was apparently not so lucky. He came to town about a year ago and fell in with the wrong circle. He was introduced to sim chips and became addicted to BTLs. Coyote has been tearing her way through chip houses for months now, searching for him and acting as a one-woman cleanup crew. I'll be going now. I kinda completed all my other objectives, didn't I? So let's see what I got. So I've got 9 karma. That's quite a KarmaJolt, so to speak. Optional, meet at the black market. Meet all the black market vendors in the safe house. Did I miss one? Alright, let's see what happens when I complete this optional quest. So, I know I didn't talk to Johnny Clean again. So maybe there was something, maybe there's a conversation to be had with him. Johnny leans on a seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. Johnny leans on his seemingly brand new mop and surveying the crowd at the Union. That doesn't seem like a complete sentence. Hey Johnny, I'm looking for where Cherry took Coyote. Thanks for the tip the other day. Kubota said I should go to the safe house, but I don't quite know where that is. Piano's a little out of tune, check it out. Oh, okay, so I guess he doesn't realize that I just came from... I guess neither of us realized that I just came from the safe house. That guy told me to buzz. Can't talk to Mr. Clue. Did I miss someone downstairs? I'm just gonna check real quick. So, I didn't meet any of these people. But I can't talk to them. Oh, there's a guy over here. I missed him because he's short. I overlooked him. Every inch of the tech alcove is covered in a chaotic patchwork quilt of circuit boards. That was mean of me to say that. It's just that he actually kind of blends into the background there because he's got the same color suit as the rest of the... Okay, I'll shut up. Chips, wires, displays, and a million other things that you can't identify. In the eye of this techno-bits storm stands a dwarf, immaculately dressed, and supremely calm. Wow, he's a handsome. David Fry, too. Like from, Fry's Hardware? And there's like a place in California? Not Hardware, it's like Fry's Electronics. That's what I'm thinking of. I know that look. Don't let the size of the shop fool you. I can get any Matrix hardware or software that exists, and if it doesn't exist, then I can get it made for you. Any questions I can answer, or anything gear you need. Okay, so was this game just not proofread very well? I mean, I know I stumble over words anyway. What's a deck? Nice deck. You jack into the Matrix, or in the context of a run, when you jack into the local node of the facility you're in, the deck determines how many programs and ESPs you can carry and the firepower of your base Matrix attack. Decks have IP. When a deck's IP is reduced to 0, you'll get booted from the system and it'll hurt. What's an ESP? Johnny, you want to take this one? Oh, hi, Johnny Clean. Sure. When you infiltrate a facility on a run, you have a team. When you jack into the Matrix, you are all alone. That's where ESPs come in. An ESP is a highly advanced artificial life program, which when you deploy it manifests as another team member in the Matrix. Different types of ESPs have different abilities. That's pretty neat. Well, see you later. Oh, I'm being rude. Let me also introduce you to our resident decker and my good friend Johnny Clean. While in the same overalls that you saw him in upstairs, down here, leaning over a workbench crammed with circuit boards, cables, and chips, Johnny Clean seems a totally different person. Yeah, he's wearing the same clothes? That's unbelievable. You get the impression that Johnny was once as hot and as invisible as most infamous deckers today. Good to see you down here. Happy to be of help if I can be. Why are you dressed as a janitor? Did I stand out upstairs? No, janitors never do. When I was younger, I had a rep for getting in and getting out of systems so cleanly that no one knew I was there. Half the Matrix runs that earned me my rep were made possible because I was able to get inside the facility posing as a janitor. Now it's just sort of part of me. That's interesting. Is it true that you were part of the Echo Mirage team? Okay, well that's news to me. I don't know why I'm asking this. I have never heard of the Echo Mirage team, so I don't know why I'd just be asking that straight up. Let me take this one. Listen, I've known the guy for over a decade, and he's been smart enough not to tell me. So he's sure as hell not going to tell you anything about those days. For your health and his, best to let the subject drop. Alright, see you guys around. There it is, meet all the black market vendors. I don't know if that earned me any additional karma. I will approach this door very slowly. Oh wait, I'm trying to get out of here now, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna run around this bar. I'm gonna zoom out. And I'm gonna head outside. Take the cab to South Seattle Docks. I will travel. Okay, so, man, I did a lot of talking to people. So this is probably my worst episode. I'm probably just gonna read the thing and then call it quits. So yeah, you can like log off of YouTube right now if you don't want to hear this shit. The South Seattle Docks. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets, repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is this district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Okay, I'm probably going to stop it here, and next episode I'll jump right into the action, because you know there's going to be lots of guns and shooting and stuff in the next one. But anyway, thank you a whole lot. Thank you like a whole gallon for watching this video. Feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, feel free to leave a comment. But also, you know, feel free not to do any of those fucking things, because it's your choice, and I'm not going to force you to do it. But anyway, until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great.